Good morning. Ooh. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday. Oh my goodness. My favorite day of the week. Friday, okay? Yes, God, it is Friday, honey. Somebody got paid today. Somebody is off today. Shit, it ain't me. Somebody's probably going on vacation today. Yes, honey, somebody got a new job today. Somebody, honey, got out of a divorce today. Somebody had something good happen today. Somebody met their one and only today. Somebody met their man today. Somebody met their dream woman today. Their forever woman, honey. Somebody did. Something happened today. I don't know. Something happened today. Good morning. I see y'all coming in. Good morning. Let's all hit the like button as we enter. As you enter in my house, please hit the like button. Let me know you're here. Ring my doorbell, honey. Ring my doorbell. Ring my bell, honey. Thank y'all for being here. It is Friday, honey. I have been waiting on this day all week. When I tell you having that Monday off really helped push this week right on by. And I am so happy, Lord. Turn my heat up. I'm a little cold. Yes, so thank y'all for being here. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. I see y'all saying, hey, Camille, hey. Ring, ring, ring. I see you. Thank you for being here. Happy Friday. Hopefully you got your coffee and tea and got where you need to be, honey. Yes, honey. I was saying earlier, somebody got paid today, honey. Somebody got a new job today. Somebody met their soulmate today. Things happen on a Friday, honey. Like something happened good for somebody today. Somebody walked out of a bad relationship today. I don't know who it is, but somebody did. Okay? Somebody got a promotion or is going to get a promotion. All right? If not, we'll speak that into existence because everybody could use a good promotion, you know? Absolutely. All right. Somebody got some good news today that they've been waiting on. Somebody did. Whoever you are, happy Friday, and yes, Godspeed to you all. Let's get on into the show, honey. Celebrity news is always first, but before we do that, I hope you guys had a chance to check out our pop-in video yesterday. Ooh, child, it was with a lot of tea. A lot of good stuff, honey. Ooh, child, we actually had two videos yesterday. I popped in with a Geno Jennings video. If y'all didn't check that out, baby, Pastor Geno Jennings, check him out, honey, where he was calling out Jamal Bryant. And I said, why not go ahead on and loop, since we were talking about Jamal Bryant, why not go ahead and make him the celebrity spotlight and go on and put some stuff out there about Jamal? Because y'all been asking me for the longest, Camille, can you please talk about Jamal? Can you please talk about Jamal? Ever since I told y'all I knew Jamal. So y'all were like, well, hey, who better yet to put the tea out there than you, Caramel? So I put out as much as I could to stay in the safe zone because my family and our church, you know, we still kind of co-mingle. And I kind of didn't want to be too graphic with some stuff that I know. Still some more stuff I could have said, Jamal. So if you see my video, don't be trying to come for me because I'm going to have to do a part 2 on your ass and then I ain't going to care. Don't piss me off, then I ain't even going to care. All right? For real, because I know some more shit that I could say it. But anywho and anyway, so if you didn't get a chance to check out the pop-in yesterday, please do that. Hit the like button on that as well, okay? Let's get into the show. All right, Spelman College, honey. Spelman College receives a historic $100 million donation, which they're saying is the largest that they've ever received for an HBCU college. OMG, $100 million. Who is out here sitting on that kind of money, Lord? That's a good donation because their college have been kind of going through it. I know at one point they couldn't pay the water bill and some more stuff was going on. So that's huge. They're saying that a billionaire couple is giving $100 million to Atlanta's Spelman College, you guys, which the women's school says is the largest ever single donation to a historically black college and or university. Okay, that's huge. I think that's great. I think that's great. They did not name who the billionaires were, okay? But they did say that a billionaire couple did come together and decided to give $100 million of a donation towards that college because they have been struggling. They had a huge water bill that they were trying to get paid off. So that can help in addition to some other things and repairs and things that they need for that college. It is a black college. A lot of times our black colleges get looked over. Okay, they get looked over. So now they're going to have some money to have some things done and paid off that they actually need to have done, renovations and things like that, so that our kids can go to college, honey, and be comfortable. And because you don't want your child at school and they ain't got no water because the damn college can't pay the water bill. That sucks. So yeah, thank God. Sir, what kind of driving you doing this morning with this damn trailer? Ooh, I cannot stand people that can't drive because I'm a great driver. Ugh. So yes, that's great. Let's get back. So yes, that's great. So shout out to Spelman College. All right. Shout out to Spelman College for that good old donation, honey. I need to donate. I need to get 100 million. Shit. I need 100 million. I need to hit the lottery. Like some days I wake up and I be like, I'm tired of going to work. I need to hit the damn lottery so I can just sit at home and be comfortable. Like I really wish that I could do that. Anybody else? I need to hit the lottery. 100 million will set me right where I need to be. And I promise I won't be ass bougie. Notice I said ass. I might be out here with my damn pinky up at, I'm bougie now. Kara is bougie now. It's certain places I will not eat. I'm bougie now, and I ain't even a millionaire, so I already know I'm gonna be a little more bougie if and when my ass do. If I win the lottery, 100 million, you probably gonna need an appointment to speak to me. I'll still probably do my YouTube channel because I do enjoy doing this. I ain't gonna be to that point where like, oh, I'm $100 million now. I'll still probably do my YouTube because I enjoy doing this. So I would not just leave you guys high and dry because my ass don't want $100 million. I would still do my YouTube channel, believe it or not, because I enjoy doing this. I already told you, if I could quit my full-time job and do this full-time, but baby, I need my benefits and stuff, so we got to stay where we at. We done gave them 21 years of my life, so we got to do what we got to do out here. But let's keep going, child. Next topic. For those of you who like to eat at Applebee's, I don't remember the last time I've been to Applebee's. Applebee's is introducing this $200 date night pass a year for like a dining experience. Okay, so for those of you just taking your dates out, or you want to go on a date to Applebee's, they have this new date night pass dining experience. Okay, now they're saying that for $200, the Applebee's is offering an exclusive weekly date night pass, entitling customers to up to $30 worth of food per week for an entire year. Okay, I don't like Applebee's like that. Not that there's nothing wrong with Applebee's. I just have certain places I like to go. Applebee's is really not on the top of my list, but whatever. Now they're saying starting Monday, January 21st at noon, the Applebee's will release a limited number of date night passes valued at up to $1,500. Okay, so for those of you that's interested in checking out this new date night pass with Applebee's, there you go. Y'all know I like to keep y'all up on stuff that's going on, honey. I was letting y'all to know about Krispy Kreme and buy one and get a dozen a child. Krispy Kreme is it. Krispy Kreme, don't bring me no Dunkin' Donuts. I don't fool with Dunkin'. If it ain't Krispy Kreme, I don't want it. And I don't eat a lot of sweets, but when I want a good donut, Krispy Kreme is the way to go. I don't want nut from Dunkin' Donuts. Period. Now I hear they got good coffee, but I don't even drink coffee, so yeah. Moving on, honey. Diddy's lawyers, honey, let's talk some Diddy news this morning with his crazy tale. Diddy's lawyers believe that they can identify the woman that's suing him for an alleged gang R-word if latest court documents aren't sealed. Okay, they're saying that the accuser's name is not being revealed, but details are said to be enough to expose her. So Diddy, the issue with this is the lady is saying that she was gang R-worded by Diddy, Harv Pierre, okay, and a third person at Diddy's daddy's house in New York at the studio. Now, this said woman also released pictures after Diddy kept saying, no, they're lying. Harv Pierre was saying, oh, it's a lie. I never touched this woman. I don't even know who this woman is. Well, Harv Pierre is the person who was said to have lured this girl. She was 17 years old at the time, to New York, flew her in on a private jet, got her to daddy's house studio, and all three men violated her to the point to where she could not even stand up. She had no feeling in her legs after they violated this woman, okay? So she needs justice. She was 17 when this happened. Now, there's a pictures that she released on social media after they denied said incident to actually prove that she was there. She was actually sitting on Diddy's lap on one of the pictures, okay? So for him to say, I don't know who this person is, and I've never seen her, and she's lying, that really made him nervous, because now he is asking that the courts do not allow her to file this case under a Jane Doe, but under her real name. What difference does it make? She's proven that she know who you are and that she was around you during said time, because the pictures was time stamped. Okay, they were time stamped. She actually explained and or gave details about the layout of the studio. So how could she do that if she's never been there? When she released the pictures, that gave them everything that needed to be known. They were like, how the hell she get these pictures of me in a picture with her and she's sitting on my lap? So Diddy, you on your BS, and I'm kind of figuring out what he's trying to do. He might be trying to have this girl offed. I'm gonna say allegedly, because we know how Diddy work. People that have come up against Diddy are not here anymore. We know about it. Kim Porter, she's gone, because she wanted to do that damn book, a tell-all book about him. All right, Heavy D is gone. We can keep going. People have been unalived for coming for Diddy. And this girl wants to go to trial. So that means all of his business in terms of what he's done, because Cassie already exposed a lot. So she's just going to co-sign everything that Cassie said in her lawsuit. Let's move this, get that sun out. I'm all here for it. Because it's high time that he paid the piper, that he is held responsible for the things that he's done. Because Diddy, he's messed up a lot of people's lives. A lot of people's lives have been damaged by way of Diddy. So this particular female, like I said, she wants to remain nameless, and she wants to file this, well, she has filed her lawsuit under the name Jane Doe. Diddy is saying that he wants her to be brought to the public. She wants her name to be put out there instead of filing under Jane Doe. And like they're saying, a Jane Doe filed a lawsuit last month on Diddy for SA, where he, like I said, and Harv Pierre and a third person gang R-worded her at the studio, which happened back in 2003 when she was 17. Now, Diddy says that he did not do any of the things that's being done, and he says that he's being accused of, and he says that he will fight for his good name. When has your name ever been good, Diddy? This is the persona you want everybody to believe, that you this good person, that you this, this person who helped everybody with their careers and pushed them into stardom. Like, hell no. You stole money from so many people, Diddy. I ain't even gonna say allegedly, because there's so many interviews that are out there from artists like begging and pleading with him to give them their royalties and their money. And he just sitting on it, and his mama is said to be the one that gets the royalties from the artist that he signed. So, and not to mention, I saw an interview too that talked about his mama being involved in helping like lure some of the girls that are involved in some of the essays and the FOs, allegedly. So his mama is a whole mess out here. She was calling it helping the girls get into doing modeling. And if you guys follow the industry, if you know anything about industry, for the girls, these younger girls that get into doing these PORN movies, they are called models. That's what they advertise it as modeling. Would you like to model? That's what they ask them. Come in to do modeling. Then they get there and realize that it's for doing these explicit movies. So they call it modeling, but then when you get there, it's something completely different to where you're doing PORN movies, and they pay them well, but you're listed, your job title is a model. That's what they call it when they're advertising it. Okay. And I feel like that's what that mama was doing, trying to get these young girls coming in and say, hey, would you like to come and model? Come and audition to be a model. And then they get there and they're being involved in these certain things. I was like, oh my God. So this particular incident happened to this 17-year-old at Diddy's studio. Diddy wants the girl, like I said, exposed and not called Jane Doe. They're saying that on December 11th of 2023 that Jane Doe moved for entry of an order, okay, permitting her to proceed anonymously as Jane Doe. Okay, so she was admitted to, be able to be called Jane Doe in this and not release her name. But my thing is, Diddy, once she released the pictures, you already knew who she was. You already knew who she was. I get it that it happened all the way back in 2003. But once you saw the picture and this girl sitting on your lap, you already knew who she was. That should have jarred your memory then. But the fact that you try to act oblivious to the situation and saying you don't know who this girl is and that situation never happened, that's bullshit. How can she describe your studio from the moment you walked in the door all the way to the back of your studio, like every single room? She could tell you, like, this room was this room, you go down and the bathroom is here. How can she describe your studio to a T if she's never been in there? That's my whole thing. And how can she get a picture of you sitting on her lap? Or you where she was sitting on your lap if it never happened? So you're looking at these pictures that this girl is posting with a timestamp on there. I know you in your 50s, but damn it, you ain't got Alzheimer's yet. Something should jar your memory to say, oh, I remember her. I remember her. So now he is asking that the public help identify this girl. Okay, and I know why he wants to do it. He is probably trying to silence her or maybe scare her into dropping his lawsuit, or probably having his people do the very same thing that happened to Kim Porter. Oh yeah, he's a fucking bully. Diddy is a bully. And he is fighting and scrambling because his reputation is already ruined. Like I said, they don't even want him at the Grammys coming up. People have already said, we don't want to sit by him. We don't want to be nowhere near him. Like, he is, Diddy is, He is sitting on 4 SA assault lawsuits as we speak. And the fact that this one is as gruesome as it was, the way this girl described it, that they did her, assaulted her, then threw her in a cab picked her up and put her in a cab because she couldn't even walk after they did what they did to her. And put her ass on a private plane and flew her back. Didn't even give a damn after that. I said, wow. Wow. Now, they're saying that Diddy and his attorneys opposed the motion, okay, that this girl remain anonymous, and they are seeking to seal the defendant's memorandum, okay, of law in opposition to the plaintiff's motion to proceed anonymously out of abundance of caution, okay? She don't want her name out there. She don't want to be harassed by people who believe that she may be lying, because, you know, you have some people that be so starstruck and they love an artist so much, kind of like when R. Kelly was brought to justice. A lot of them would say, oh, the women are lying. How do you know? Were you there? How do you know? It's not a coincidence that all these women are coming forward and saying that this man did this to me. He's locking me in a room, making me pee in a bucket, all this type of stuff. It's no coincidence that all these women have the very same story. And it's no coincidence with Diddy. People are quick to say that something did not happen to somebody when they don't know because they love an artist. I don't care how great he sings. He still has the potential to be this person. And people need to separate. I said it before. There's Robert and then there's R. Kelly, baby. You know it's the same person. You guys see R. Kelly on stage, this person that sings so well, gyrating and where the women are falling out, passing out. You know, throwing their drawers on the stage and all this other stuff. And then there's Robert, this person who is a freaking monster. So people separate that, okay? Separate the person, the artist from the person. Diddy is a full-fledged monster. This is not the first time that we've heard that he's violated people. And there's also a guy that came forward as well to say that he was violated by Diddy. So this is who he is. He's been essaying, allegedly. He's allegedly been essaying people and violating people for some time. And it's time for him to be brought to justice. I hope and I pray that this young woman makes it to trial so that she can continue to expose the person that Diddy is. Thank you, Cassie, for coming forward. She chose not to go to trial, but her deposition alone, which was released to the public, really spelled out the type of person that we see when we look at Diddy. I'm happy about that. And I hope more women come forward to tell their stories, okay? There is an update, next topic. There is an update on Keke Palmer's ex-boyfriend, Darius Jackson, okay? He actually has obeyed the court order to surrender all of his pals to police, okay? He has done that. Thank God. You guys know there's restraining order and all these other orders against him since he was accused of being physical with Keke Palmer, okay? The actress Keke Palmer. Now they're saying that Keke, as we know, was granted temporary primary custody in addition to a restraining order from Darius as of November of 2023, okay? That's when all of this kind of went through the courts, and they set a court date to where they were supposed to have a court date this month. I think it got pushed back on the calendar for them, okay? Now they're saying that the orders were put in place after Keke, of course, went to the courts revealing that Darius was very physical with her, as we saw the pictures that were released on every social media platform where he was standing over her. She talked about how he slammed her on the stairs, how he was very aggressive with her son as he was changing the son to where the baby started crying because he was mad at Keke for whatever reason. Like that, I would have snapped off on his ass. Like, don't take your anger out on my child. She said he was being very rough with their son Leo when he was changing the baby because he was mad at her. He was screaming and hollering and fussing at her and took his anger out on the baby and was aggressive with the baby and had the baby crying while he was changing the baby, and then refused to give the baby to Keke when she was saying, "Give me my baby," when she heard the baby crying. Stuff like that. As a mom, that was seeing me, honey. That was seeing me. But they're saying that one requirement was that when all of these things were put into place through the courts, that Darius was to surrender his pow-pows to authorities by a certain date, and he has complied with the courts and surrendered those. So yes, his psycho ass, he didn't need no weapons in the first damn place. With him having that type of anger, that could have been a very dangerous thing. When he showed up at her house unannounced and was standing outside her door, suppose he would have had a weapon. That could not have ended well. Because a person that unhinged, there's no telling what he would have done. So prayers to her. I'm glad that he had to turn in and surrender those weapons. Hopefully he doesn't have any weapons that are unregistered, because that could be a case as well. Now, that don't mean just because he turned in the ones that he was supposed to turn in that were registered, doesn't mean that he don't have one that's not registered. A person is crazy like that, especially with a court date coming up where he knows that he's going to be found guilty because there are pictures and evidence there. He don't know if he's going to jail or not behind this. So he could do something crazy. And I'm not speaking that into existence. I've seen enough movies. I've seen enough For My Mans. I've seen enough 48 Hours and all that, child. These people are crazy. Martell Hope too. Unhinged. He been real quiet. Well, really, because he has to be through the courts. He can't. He's on a gag order. I've been seeing him in different social media pages where he been liking stuff. I've been seeing his name popping up. So he watching. He can't speak on nothing, but he watching. He watching Mel too. Everything she posts, he watching. You better believe that. He is watching. So yes, prayers for Keke, for the safety of her and her son Leo. Okay, through this difficult time. All right, prayers also going up for Snoop Dogg's daughter. Her name is Kroy Brodus, okay? Shout out to Snoop Dogg and his family. They did just release some information about his daughter, Kroy Brodus. She suffered a severe stroke, you guys. She is currently in the hospital, all right? Yeah, sad. She's very young as well. She's a young girl. She's only 24 years old, and she suffered a severe stroke. They're saying that there's really no other information right now available. The family just announced that she had a stroke. They said that she's had lupus. She was diagnosed with lupus at the age of 6 years old. Okay, so she's been dealing with that in addition to some other health issues. I'm going to say I did see a post a while back where she was saying that she was kind of dealing with some depression because she was not like happy in the skin that she's in. Like she didn't see herself as being beautiful because she was this dark-skinned girl. She had gained a lot of weight, and I think she had broken up with her boyfriend. So she was going through typical stuff that a young girl her age would go through. She didn't see herself as being beautiful. So dealing with lupus and having some depression and having a breakup, and you know, now to hear that she's had a severe stroke, I pray that she's okay. Yeah, that's sad. That's very sad. So prayers for Snoop and his daughter. That's his only daughter, because he has 2 other boys in addition to her. So she is the only girl. Y'all know how daddies are about their daughters. So I'm pretty sure that he is very heartbroken about that. But she is not to the point to where she cannot communicate, because she did release a statement, and I'm going to read that. It says, this is what she had to say. She says, like, I'm only 24 years old. She says, what did I do in my past to deserve all of this? That is what Kroy Brodus, which is Snoop Dogg's daughter, who just had the severe stroke, wrote on her social media platform. Okay, I'll read it again. It says it, like, I'm only 24 years old. She says, what did I do in my past to deserve all of this? I mean, it's really nothing that you did, sweetheart. It could have just been something medically that went wrong with you dealing with some other things, okay? Stress can bring on a lot of that. Stress, depression, and all of that can bring on health-related issues as well. So that's why I was telling you guys before, make sure don't allow people to stress you out, honey, because that can cause you to be in some very serious health conditions that you really don't want to be in. Stress will send you there. Stress will have you in the hospital, honey, with high blood pressure and everything else associated to it. So let's take care of ourselves, you guys, and prayers to her. Like I said, that's so sad. She's very young to be having a severe stroke at that. We're seeing a lot of our young people having strokes. Like LeBron James' son, Bronny, he just came back from having a medical emergency as well. I want to say it was a stroke. Thank God he is back to being able to play basketball again, but I don't know what's going on with our young people having these medical issues so young. But prayers to them, all right, and prayers to her. Let's move on. Congratulations goes out to producer Timbaland, okay? He is being honored, all right? It's been announced that Timbaland, as of 2024, that he is an inductee in the Songwriters Hall of Fame Awards Gala, all right? He's going to be being honored for that. He's produced a lot of great artists, all right? I don't like the fact that he came out and announced that he was in love with Aaliyah when she was young. I ain't like that shit. But when it comes to him being a great producer and producing great music, I got to give him his props on that, all right? That was kind of creepy. He did marry a woman that favored Aaliyah a whole lot. He loved Aaliyah that much that his wife looked just like her. He said when he saw his wife, it reminded him of Aaliyah, and he knew he had to marry her. I said, that's a little creepy. Because y'all know Aaliyah, she passed away in the plane crash, and he said he was very devastated by that. But he said it was hard working with Aaliyah in the studio because he was so in love with her. He said he started out like being like a brother, like a big brother, but he, as he was around her more and would see her in the studio, he developed this love for her to where he fell in love with this girl. I said, poor Aaliyah, all these grown-ass men were just like preying on her. From R. Kelly, they went from R. Kelly to Jay-Z trying to be with the girl, then Damon Dash, all of them were too old for her. Then she go trying to work with damn Timbaland, there he was in love. Then they said she had some type of falling out with before she passed away with Genuine. She wasn't even speaking to him. So I don't know if he was like, had something going on. I'm saying allegedly, I don't know. But from what I'm hearing and or reading up, y'all know I be following stuff like that. It was saying that when she passed away, that she wasn't even speaking to Missy Elliott or Genuine. That something happened over there to where, yeah, she wasn't even speaking to them when she passed away. So they had something going on that they did not resolve prior to her death. So I think that's why Missy, she was saying that she always think of her and she cries, because maybe it was like something that she didn't get to say to her prior to her passing away in that car crash. She was very young and she didn't have a chance, because R. Kelly had already messed her up as a child. That's sad. So then when they decided to get her away from working with R. Kelly and let her work with Timbaland, she get over there and it's the same thing. He's sitting back looking at her in ways he shouldn't look at her as a child, as a young girl, when he was supposed to be producing her. So that had to be weird. He was giving her certain eyes while he's working with her. But anyway, let's get back to congratulating him, because that's what this post is about. I just wanted to kind of touch on that because it was weird. But he is being inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame, okay? He deserves that. He is a great producer. He's also an artist as well. And he's helped push a lot of other artists into stardom as well, okay? They're saying that the luminaries will be honored for leaving an indelible mark on the industry, okay, so, which he has done. If you listen to any of his music, you can tell it's from Timbaland, all right? Timbaland is responsible for a lot of artists, of hits with other artists like Genuine, Timbaland and Magoo, Missy, Aaliyah, Justin Timberlake, and the list goes on. I can see him keep naming. He's had his hands in a lot of artists becoming great artists, okay? So shout out to Timbaland. Shout out to Timbaland. All right, moving on. Ooh, Kim and Kroy, honey. Kim and Kroy are in the news. I really want to talk about them, but it's hot news, so let's talk about it. They are in the news again, honey, for having to slash the price on their house again to try to sell it. They're having a huge problem with trying to sell their home. Nobody is buying their home, and they've slashed it by $1 million, okay? Nobody is biting. Nobody's taking the bait. I said probably because all them damn spirits up in there. Kroy up in there hollering, the spirit of yelling is in their house. Because y'all, that's all they do is fight and yell. They like, we don't want that bad karma. Y'all gonna have to get up in there. What's that sage? Y'all gonna have to burn a whole field of sage up in that house. Whoever by that house, you gonna have to get a whole field of sage and burn it up in there to get them spirits, honey, and pray. Put some praying oil on the door and on the walls and everywhere, on the floor, honey. Have it slick up in there. Cause baby, it is so many demons in that house between Kim and Kroy. It's sad. So they're saying that this is another year that Kim and Kroy, honey, they are fighting to sell their home, their Georgia home, because of their drowning debt. They're trying to go through a divorce, and the judge has already told them that they are clear to go ahead and sell the home. All right. Now the home was originally listed for $6.5 million. All right. Now they're saying that the house has been reduced 3 times and still no takers for the house. The price on the house now, they've knocked it down to $4.5 million. That's what they're asking for the home. Nobody's buying it. Now they took out a second loan when they bought the home to make certain renovations to the home to make it, bigger and have certain, I think Kim wanted a special closet or whatever. So they took out a second loan on this home to make renovations. So they actually owe 2 loans on the home, the actual home loan and the second loan that they took out for renovations, which I don't know what the hell they did that for. That's crazy. I'm like, that's why y'all asses are in debt now. So like I said, they are still trying to sell their home. I did see a TMZ post, a recent post, I want to say this morning, with Nene Leakes, where they caught up with Nene and they asked her when's the last time they saw Kim. She said she just recently saw Kim at a restaurant. She said Kim looked good. She slimmed down. She lost a lot of weight, but she was real. She was talking about her marriage to Kroy and how things are not going so well. She's kind of going through a divorce. She said she's been kind of depressed. And the person for TMZ was asking Nene, are you and Kim, y'all trying to reconcile your friendship? She said no. She was real quick to say no. She said, no, I just feel bad that she's going through what she's going through because kids are involved. She says, I'm always sympathetic when children are involved. She said, but no, me and Kim, we're not reconciling our friendship. I just feel bad for what she's going through. And I told her that I hope that she, that things between her and this situation work out. So that was very big of her because y'all know that Kim and Nene, they've had a whole knockdown drag out about, their friendship and things going on to where Kim's daughter posted a picture of Nene having like roaches and stuff crawling around in the house, posted on social media. And they showed it actually on the show as well. But their friendship, they've been out of sync for a very long time. So it was nice to see Nene say that she wishes the best for Kim, but she did not want to reestablish her friendship with her. She just felt bad because the children were involved. So that was big of Nene. All right, I'm not a huge Nene fan, but that was very big of her to do that, or say that rather, okay? She said her heart does go out for Kim. And she did give her a hug when she saw her and told her she wished her the best. So that was big. Shout out to Nene for that, because she didn't have to do that. She could have been real mean and nasty like Kim had been to her, all right? When she showed her ass, where is your scooter? I will never forget that at the reunion. When Kim was naming out all these sicknesses that she had, and Nene was just like, okay, whatever. Where is your scooter? Where is your scooter? Where is it? Y'all remember that? I said, oh my God. Lord, did somebody just have a car crash? Jesus. What is going on, Lord? Yes, they did. Oh, y'all, it's like some black ice out and somebody slid over like on a meeting and somebody like T-boned them. Oh my God, I hope they okay. Lord. Oh, Jesus. All right, see, that's why you got to pray, honey, for you get on this road. I do it every morning. Pray for you get on the road, Lord, and he will take you safely, honey. Yes, honey. All right, so let's move on. There's a topic that I saw, honey. I'm going to have to play the video when we do our pop-in. These pastors are, honey, they are out here doing the most. Now, there's a Mississippi pastor, honey, named Pastor Ricky Scott Sr. that's been exposed, you guys. A Mississippi pastor. Now, his pregnant mistress, check this out. His pregnant mistress came into his church congregation while he was up preaching and confronted his wife in the church to let her know, I've been seeing your husband, and as you can see, I'm pregnant by your husband, okay? This made the church congregation very upset when this woman came in there to do that, and they asked that the pastor leave the church immediately after this said altercation. The woman was loud, she was rude, so the congregation asked the pastor, honey, to leave. They did not want him to be the pastor no more. They were sick of his mess. After this woman came in there, she refused to leave, and they were trying to quiet her down. Baby, she was telling all the business. Do you hear me? She was telling all the business. But the pastor says that he is refusing, honey, to leave. And he said that the police cannot remove him from the church because he is the pastor. You have some pastors like that feel like they can do whatever they want to do. And it don't matter how the church parishioners feel, honey. He gonna stay up in there anyway and still get his check And as long as he issue one of those little lackluster apologies, that it's okay. I have a problem with people like that. And that's what this pastor was trying to allude to, honey. He told the congregation he ain't leaving. And they were saying, well, we're going to call the police. And he was like, well, even if you call the police, they can't remove me because I'm the pastor. I said, oh, really? Oh, really? So you just going to stay being the pastor after we telling you we don't want your ass up in here? I said, it's the whole audacity, honey. A Mississippi pastor, Pastor Ricky Scott Sr. Is he related to the Scotts? Because you got Scott on your name. That made me think, like, are you related to the Scotts down there? Oh, Pastor Ricky Scott Sr. But the mistress came in, honey, and was full-blown pregnant. And the wife was mad as hell with this woman that came up in there and exposed the pastor while he's standing up there trying to preach. She done walked up in there and he looked like he saw a ghost. He looked like he saw a whole ghost, but he refused to leave the church. And he pretty much told the people in the congregation he didn't give a hot damn if they called the police or not. He ain't leaving. He gonna still be the pastor in that church, honey. I said, ooh, child, it's the audacity, honey. It's the audacity, honey. First now it's them Eddie Sloan. Now old Take That Jakes is out here acting a fool. Now we got old Reverend Scott Sr. out here, Real Ricky Scott Sr. out here, honey, on his shenanigans and finagling in the church house out here with pregnant folk. We talked about Jamal Bryant, honey. He got 6 children by 4 different women. Yes, he does. 6 children, and 2 of them is out of Newbert's congregation. Y'all saw it last night. I tell you no lies. These pastors are a hot mess out here. Sleeping around with women unprotected and asking women to have ABs to cover up the mess that they're doing in these streets. A hot mess. But prayers, honey, prayers. These pastors, you're gonna learn playing with the Lord, standing up there in that pulpit, spruing out the Bible, saying what you want to say, saying stuff that ain't even in the Bible, because you want to hear people holler amen at you to stroke your ego. And then you leave right out of the church and go out here and be messing around with folk, impregnating women, lying and standing up there testifying and playing with the Lord. He gonna strike every one of them down. And I want a video of it because I'm sick of them. Let's move on though. Color Purple, honey, is flopping. Now, when we initially announced that Color Purple was the #1 movie, I'm finding out that was all cap, y'all. Check it out. Now, they're saying that execs are blaming Taraji P. Henson and Oprah for their beef, which is making the movie flop the way that it is. So it's really not making the numbers that they're saying. And they're saying that Oprah is the one that actually announced that the Color Purple movie that's just out was the highest ranking movie. And execs are saying not true, that it's all cap. Check this out. Warner Brothers, who is actually behind the movie The Color Purple, is in turmoil, you guys, over the poor performance of the now box office movie. All right, it's a musical. I keep saying I feel like had it just been the actual movie, a remake of the movie versus the musical, they may have gotten a better response, because a lot of people went to the movies thinking that it was going to be a remake of the actual movie Color Purple, and they found that it was a musical, and they didn't want a musical. They wanted an actual movie. We saw where Bootsy said that he thought it was an actual movie. He got up and walked out, and several other people were saying they walked out as well because they didn't want it to be a musical. It was too much singing. They wanted it to be a full-fledged, like a part 2 of the original movie. But according to Warner Brothers, the movie is doing horrible. Okay. Now, they're saying execs say that Color Purple is a box office flop and it hasn't received any major recognition by any of its upcoming movie awards shows. Okay. Now, they're saying that during around Christmas time that Oprah says that the movie, honey, was doing well and making $18 million in a single day. All right. So they're saying that the IMDb tells a different tale about this movie. All right. I still haven't seen it yet. I still have not seen it yet. When I did go to the movie, I went to go see Aquaman because y'all know I love any Marvel movie. When I went, I was like, if it's going to be between Color Purple and a Marvel movie, baby, Marvel wins every time. I'm sorry. No shade. Not that I don't want to support our people, baby, but I'm a Marvel junkie. But Tara, let's continue. Now they're saying that, they saying it's Oprah that put that out there. All right. Now they're saying that according to the numbers that the Color Purple made less than $12 million in the opening weekend and has to date, has only grossed $58 million. Okay. Now they're saying that the studio will only get $24 million. I guess everybody decided to come to work today. All right, so they're saying that, give me one second, guys. Let me park. Then we're going to finish up real quick. All right. All right. Boom. Okay, so they're saying that that the studio will only get, I didn't want to crank it. Let's crank back up. Yeah. So they're saying that the studio will only get 24 million and the other half will actually go to the theaters that's showing the movie, okay, according to the record execs. All right. Now they're saying that the movie budget was originally $100 million plus for marketing, okay? And the film they said that the film has lost 75 million. So they've lost 75 million with this film. So they're not making their money back, and they're upset about that, and they're blaming Oprah and Taraji for their beef, where they're saying that Taraji was going out doing all these interviews saying that she's unhappy and she's not being paid properly, and y'all know when she was crying on stage or whatever. So they're saying that studio execs at Warner Brothers blamed the negative press with Oprah and Taraji for low numbers, saying that Taraji derailed promotional efforts, you guys, for the movie, all right, using it as a selfish opportunity to change her personal narratives as an aging and underpaid actress, all right. This is what executives are saying. They're saying that they say that Taraji told multiple reporters that she was routinely underpaid and even cried on stage, which sparked a lot of sympathy for her and took away the attention for the actual movie, okay. I said, where did Oprah get the numbers from? Probably just made them up. Shit. She wanted the movie to do so well. And they're saying that Color Purple was supposed to be a breakout hit for Oprah's Harpo Film Studios. So that's probably why she hyped it up like that, to make people think, oh, it's doing so well. But it's not doing well at all, okay? They're saying, but now it's a huge embarrassment for Oprah, the way the numbers are looking, because the truth has come out that the movie is actually flopping and not doing as well as originally announced. Now they're saying that Oprah is taking the heat for not taking control of the beef between she and Taraji that was created, that has created the bad press surrounding the movie. So they're saying that execs say that Oprah should have taken Taraji to the side after noticing that she was taking on all these interviews and doing the negative promotional interviews, which kind of overshadowed the movie's success. So that's what executives are saying. I don't know how true that is, but that is what they're saying as it relates to the movie. So they're saying it's not doing well at all. And they're saying that Oprah was the one that announced that the movie made all this much movie on the opening day. And they're saying that's not true. That the 24 million was made by that weekend, but they're saying that they have lost $75 million on this movie, because the budget was 100 million. So they haven't made the money back, and they're upset. They are upset, and they're blaming Taraji and Oprah for the money not being there. So that's it, and that's all. For those of you that haven't seen it, I'm not trying to deter anyone from seeing it, but if you want to go see it and support it, okay? Help them get the numbers up, honey, because they need it. They need it. All right, last one, Love and Marriage Huntsville. There's some concern from fans where they're saying that they don't feel that mothers of the cast should be on the show because of how the situation have gone down with Betty. And previously when Wanda was on the show, how all of them continue to keep coming for Melody. They keep using Melody as a punching bag because that's who they're going to get the most attention from on the show. I mean, you got to come for the star of the show. And that's exactly what they've done. Betty, she got her clout from coming for Melody. She had already said she'd been watching the show since season 1. So she decided to make up her mind that she did not like Melody. And fans of the show are saying that they don't feel that mothers who have so much gripe towards the star of the show should be allowed on there, because you put yourself in a position for somebody to cuss your mama out. And they're saying that nobody's mama should be in that situation. But now that we know that Carlos King, he likes the fact that this brings ratings, to watch Betty going back and forth with Melody. Fans are saying they don't want to see that they don't want mothers on the show if they're coming on there to be going back and forth with Cass, because it's inappropriate. When you see somebody's mama on the show like Miss Van, you don't see her being cussed out or somebody coming for her being being disrespectful in that way. Now, granted, Miss Van did have to check did have to check Destiny at Madani whenever Destiny was being disrespectful towards her, and she said something to her which I felt was very disrespectful when she poked her head out the door and said something disrespectful to Miss Van, and Miss Van had to check her. In that situation, I totally agree with that, because you never should have come for her mother. If you got a problem with her mom, respectfully, You don't say something like that to her and have that haughty attitude towards someone's mother. So fans of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because y'all know I watch comments and stuff, they're saying they rather not see the cast mother or parents be on the show if their intentions are to be coming for other cast members, because it puts them in a position to be disrespected on the show. So they're saying respectfully, mothers like Wanda and Betty should not be seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville, because it's not a great look for the show. Typically, we like to respect our elders. But when you see people like Betty coming on there with the nasty attitude and griping and coming against Melody, that put Melody in a situation to disrespect her, when she had already told her, Miss Betty, she was respectfully saying, Miss Betty, I don't want to disrespect you. I don't want to do this with you. But Betty kept pushing and putting herself in a situation to where Mel had to stand up to her and possibly like read her ass down. Okay, I was watching an interview, and I'm gonna play it later on my live for the pop-in, where Dustin Ross was saying, when he sat down with Carlos and was saying, yeah, you might want to look into not doing that. And Carlos the whole time was sitting there with his smirk. This was Carlos, because he loves that. He loves that. Y'all remember when he interviewed Betty and Betty was popping out saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna cuss this one out and I don't like her. Carlos loved that. He was asking Betty to elaborate on that. He enjoyed Betty sitting on there talking shit about Mel. He sat back and he was enjoying it at the reunion. When the whole exchange between Melody and Betty, and Stormy hollering over there telling Betty to stop, to where she had to call her Betty when she was saying mama, mama, and Betty was still going. It was too much. And Carlos was sitting there with this smirk like, I'm enjoying this, versus shutting it down. But then on the clip I showed y'all on Bell Collective, he gonna tell JJ, I'm gonna stop this right here before it goes too far. You should have stopped that with Betty, to where she was coming for Melody, because that situation had nothing to do with her. She inserted herself in a situation that was between two peers, which is Melody and Stormy. They're in the same age group. So you take yourself out of the realm of being respected as someone's mother to then being just a regular cast member when you insert yourself in situations that you should not have been in the first damn place. You cannot like her, but don't be speaking up in conversations that don't, require your opinion, and then wind up getting mad if your ass get chewed out or cussed out. Because Dustin was saying, suppose Melody would have said, shut your ass up or fuck you or something like that, then she would have been looked at on social media and everywhere else as being disrespectful towards someone's mother, versus Betty taking a back seat and not putting herself in that situation in the first place. I'm this way. I'm on whatever you on. I respect a person's mother, but if your mother is being disrespectful towards me and we keep trying to diffuse that situation and she's still pushing, I'm going to have to go ahead and read you down. There's going to be a point in time where I don't even give a damn if you are, somebody's mother or in that realm of being respected. I'm not going to respect you because you're showing me that you don't want to be respected. Okay. So the fans are saying that they do not want to see mothers be on the show and going back and forth having spats with cast members because it's inappropriate, okay? But we don't think that Carlos is going to ever take heed to that, because he likes the mess. Carlos likes mess. He's messy as hell. He likes mess. He's not going to diffuse the situation, and I don't think he cares what the viewers have to say, as long as it makes money for him and as long as it makes ratings, okay? I want to see what the ratings are for Betty sitting up there going back and forth with Melody, because clearly she made up her mind before she came on that stage that she was going to come for her. Clearly. And Melody kept telling her, Betty, I'm not here for you. I'm not doing this with you, Miss Betty. But she kept going. She kept going. And Dustin had to be the one to tell Carlos that this is very inappropriate. He said, I respect my parents. And I'm that way too. I respect somebody's parents. That's how I was raised, to say, yes, ma'am, no, sir. But then what do you do when you're put in a situation when an adult is disrespectful towards you and you're telling this person, I don't want to do this with you, I don't want to disrespect you, and they continue to put you in that situation? So we'll elaborate on this more in the pop-in, and I will show you guys the actual live in its entirety, the conversation between Dustin and Carlos King about mothers being on Love and Marriage Huntsville or on any of his platforms, to where they're put in positions to where they're being disrespected because they don't know their place and how to dial back and not allow certain situations to be out of control, to where a person has to read you down and or cuss you out. I ain't above going there. I'm not. I don't want to cuss nobody's mama out, but if I tell you stand down because I'm talking to your daughter and you keep pushing Whatever fly out this mouth is what you get. Whatever flies out of this mouth, and ain't no telling, because I can get real gutter with mine. And I don't like to do that with nobody's mama. But in that situation with Mel, where she tried to tell her, like, look, pipe it down, and you didn't. Whatever she said to you after that. Carlos, his comeback was, well, if you saw that, then wait till you see part 3, because part 3 is going to be really good. I'm like, fool, you're not getting it. This man is sitting here telling you this is inappropriate. And you saying, wait till part 3, because part 3 is really going to be good. So you are happy to see part 3 of Betty sitting up there being disrespectful towards this girl. That's how Carlos sees it. But that is our show for the day, guys. Thank y'all for being here. What we got in here? I got 615 watching. Can we go ahead and get the likes up? We got 323 likes. If you didn't hit it on your way in, hit it on your way out for me if you can. Let's like this video. I will see you guys for the pop-in today. Thank you, Mods, Tyra Daniels, Belle Wilson, Linda Gamble, if you're here as well. Thank you guys for modding for me and any other content creators that joined us this morning, okay? You guys have a great day. Happy Friday to you all. Please stay warm, bundle up, have a great day, and I will see you guys later on. God bless each and every one of you. Hugs, hugs, hugs. I give air hugs, okay? Love you guys down, and goodbye.